talking about rounding. Now when you're rounding numbers, there's a chant that I use to make sure students always remember the steps, just in case the concept takes a while for them to really internalize. My little chant is right here, and it's just 4 little stanzas. It reads, find your place, look next door. And so when you find what place value you're being asked to round, in this case the example is tens. Round to the tens place. You underline the tens digit, and you look next door to the right. The next step is if it's 5 or greater, you add 1 more. So in this case, the 4 is not 5 or greater, so we will not be adding 1 more. So the 5 in the tens place stays the same. Numbers in front stay the same. Numbers behind zeros their name. And so with these 4 stanzas, with these 4 lines, you can always round to the correct place value. Now an example of this without so many colors and so many steps, if you're rounding 125 to the tens place, then you have found your place, look next door. Is it 5 or greater? Yes. So you will add 1 more, and that becomes a 3. Numbers in front stay the same. Numbers behind, zeros their name. Now we learn that 5 or greater, we must add 1 more, and that's because I like to use this example that if you're going from 0 to 10, and you go up this little mountain, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you get to 5, you are so intent in going over the mountain that that 5 is going to push over so that you always get to 10. So when you're rounding, you want to make sure you remember that 5 or greater rounds to 10, to the next 10. Now for students that are rounding to the 100, you want to make sure that those students are remembering to round to the correct place value. In this case, the digit 1. 1s, 10s, and 100s here. So you find your place and you look next door. Is it 5 or greater? No. So you're not going to add 1 more. It's going to stay a 1. Numbers in front, there aren't any, so those stay the same. Numbers behind, zeros their name. So 125 rounds to 100. And that's rounding to tens and hundreds.